Roy Rogers Show. Starring Roy Rogers, King of the Cowboys, Trigger, his golden Palomino, and Dale Evans, Queen of the West. With Pat Brady, his comical sidekick, and Roy's wonder dog, Bullet.
This'll do fine, and we're in plenty of time.
Hey, what's that sign over there, Hash?
Double R Bar Ranch. Belongs to Roy Rogers.
It's Roy Rogers. Of all the places in the world, we got to pick Roy Rogers Ranch to plug a guy on. Oh, well, I always did want to see Mexico City.
You ain't scared of Rogers, are you?
Well, let's put it this way. If him and me was ever to get in a gunfight, I'd bet on him.
Ah, we got nothing to fret about. Nobody can put the finger on us. Why, we never even shook hands with this fellow, Tom Allen.
Hey, yeah, that's right. The boss only pointed him out to us.
Here he comes now.
Missed.
I'll get him. Well, that's that.
Yeah, now we can go and collect our dough.
Hey, look at that horse.
Hash! What are you trying to do, advertise? Besides, that's Roger's horse. He only thinks as much of it as he does his right eye.
I know it.
Well, what are you chasing him back to the ranch for? He'll get in there all lathered up, and Rogers will want to know what's the matter.
And when he comes to find out, we'll be waiting for him. Behind that rock.
I'm so glad you could come. You're our surprise for Tom. He doesn't know you're here.
I hardly know it myself. It's been so sudden.
Tain't sudden for us, Mrs. Allen. The whole county's been planning on bringing you out from the east.
The whole county? I don't understand.
Well, you see, a couple of months ago, they had a flash flood up in the hills, and a lot of men, women, and children would have lost their lives if it hadn't been for Tom Allen.
He should have got a medal for it, when we decided to give him something he'd like a lot better.
That's something better being you.
I didn't know. He didn't tell me. He just wrote and said the strike that he thought he had didn't pan out, and that I'd have to wait until later.
Well, he'll think he's found a gold mine when he sees you.
Yeah, we'd better get things going on account of he should be here as of now.
That's right. Roy fixed up his guest room for you and Tom. Come and see.
Trigger, I thought I turned you out to graze. Hey, you're all lathered up. Something must be wrong. Better saddle you up and take a look around.
good dog would quit hanging around Alan. He gives me the willies.
Ah, relax, Ori. Think of the extra dough we're going to get for this. The boss said he'd pay double if we plugged Rogers.
Yeah, well, I hope we live to enjoy it. There he is.
Wait till we get him dead to rights.
Right. He ain't dead.
He will be.
Hang on, Tom. We'll get out of this. Here, Bullet. Take it to Dale. Here you are, Tom.
Doggone it. I don't mind it shaving me, but I wish you wouldn't take the hide with it.
We still got him pinned down. How you doing, Tom?
All right, Roy.
Betty's unpacked and I persuaded her to lie down. Hasn't Tom arrived yet?
No, Roy ain't showed up neither.
Oh, I hope nothing's happened to them.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready to call the whole thing off.
How? He's got us so pinned down we can't even get to our horses. He's shooting. You reckon we got him?
I wouldn't bet on it.
He still ain't shooting.
Oh, maybe he's out of bullets.
Well, either way, we start collecting that dough.
Take care of Tom. He's been shot. You men come with me.
We'll fix you up, Tom.
Let's split up.
guess we just as well go on back.
Tom, darling.
Betty, are you sure I'm not dreaming?
I'm your surprise. Roy and Dale sent for me.
Oh, Roy and Dale. They don't make them better than those two.
You know, you're not so bad yourself.
You know, if we keep this up, people will get the idea we're fond of each other.
Nonsense. We don't care a thing about each other.
How you feeling now, Tom?
Fine, thanks to you.
Well, I couldn't have you disappointing Betty after she'd come all the way out here from New York.
The doctor was here and said he could have some soup as soon as he woke up. Oh, I forgot to put it on to cook. Excuse me a moment.
Say, Tom, who were those men who gunned you down?
I don't know, Roy. I never saw them before.
What were they after?
What could they want to get from me? Right now, I'm living in a tent and working up another grub stake. Oh, I thought I had something on my last prospecting trip, but the assayer, he didn't agree with me.
I think I'll ride into town and see what I can find out. You just take it easy.
Too bad about Tom.
He was the third. Art Fenner was shot the night he filed on his claim. Sam Eldridge was gunned down just as he came out of his mine. Tell me, who bought up their claims?
Well, representative of Big Stake Mining Company. Bought him for a song, too.
And you don't know anybody who had anything against Tom, huh?
No, not unless heroes just naturally have enemies. I'm sorry I can't help you, Rogers.
Where's Jace Goody?
This here? Why, I guess he's in his office. Why?
Maybe he knows something.
I'd like to help you, Roy, but I'd have sworn Tom didn't have an enemy in the world.
Jace, did Tom ever bring any samples in for you to assay for him?
Yep. Got one right over here.
Worth anything?
For paperweight, oh, there's some copper in it, but not worth mining for. If you want, you can have it tested by another assayer.
No, I'll take your word for it.
Oh, I'd rather you didn't, Roy. This might come to court. Then you'd have to have expert evidence, which I can't give. You see, I only took up this kind of work after I busted my legs in that cave-in.
All right, if you insist, I'll take it along.
I hope you get those fellas, Roy. Shooting an unarmed man is just plain murder.
We'll get them. Every cowhand in the country's looking for them. See you later, Jace.
Somebody's in there.
Oh, it's just a horse. Hey, here comes his dog. Get in there. Be quiet, you mutt.
I wonder what's going on out there.
We gotta stop him before he busts the barn down. Get that door open.
What, let that dog in?
I'd rather tangle with a dog than this four-legged cyclone.
Dale, Bullet, bring the gun. Taking cover, Dale. Hold it.
Oh, no, you don't.
Hi, Dale. Say, where's Roy? The boys have set up another roadblock. Who's he?
He's one of the men who shot Tom. The other one's inside the barn.
Let me at him. Oh, my gun. Creeping lizards, it's in Nellybelle. Now let me at him. I got him for you, Roy.
Hold it. Yeah, you got him all right. Get up.
On your feet. Over there.
I want some information from you two, and I want it fast. Who's your boss?
What makes you think we got a boss?
You must be taking orders from someone.
Says you.
Now, that ain't no way to talk to a lady.
Well, you'll both talk when we get you to town.
Yeah, get going.
You recognize these men, Bill?
Never saw them before in my life. Why?
These are the two men who shot Tom.
And maybe Art Fenner and Sam Eldridge.
Well, we never did. It was... Ouch.
Did you ever see them around town?
I told you they were strangers to me, but if you're in need of legal counsel, gentlemen, here's my card.
Thanks for nothing.
Well, we'll just keep on asking. Thanks, Bill.
Nope. For a minute, I thought I'd seen him before, but I reckon I was mistaken.
Well, that's that. Dale, you and Pat take them out to the car. I'll be with you in a minute.
All right, after you, boys.
Now, Jace, where's the real sample of ore Tom brought in?
Now, see here, are you going to take the word of a couple of hired gunmen?
How did you know they were hired, unless you hired them?
Oh, well, I just supposed.
That they talked? But they didn't. You did. You were too anxious to have another assayer test that sample of ore you gave me. A person leaves tracks in his speech just as plain as on the ground, and your trail was wide open. Now get me that real sample of ore, or do I have to take this place apart to find it? Thanks. Yeah, this is more like it.
Yeah, and I could get $80,000 for Tom's mine just as she stands.
Then it wasn't just the money you were after, was it, Jace?
I could make all the money I wanted. But after that cave-in, people started calling me poor Jace, looking down on me, pitying me, just because I was tied to a wheelchair. But a man's a man no matter what shape he's in, and he ought to be treated like one. But I fooled them. I fooled them all. Even you.
Jace, you asked for that.
Say what goes on in there.
Sounds like a fight.
Pat?
Roy, hitting a man who can't fight back?
You knocked me down right out of my wheelchair.
If this gets out, Rogers, you'll be mobbed.
Get up, Jace, or do I have to get a doctor to prove you're okay?
No.
I suspected him for some time, but I couldn't touch him until he gave me the proof I needed. Hold it, Dale. I'm arresting you as Jace's partner. Get his gun, Dale. It's too bad you can't defend Hash and Ori. They were counting on you to get them off. Let's go.
I still can't believe it. I mean, being here with you and owning an honest-to-goodness mine.
Which we wouldn't have if it hadn't been for Roy.
Say, Tom, I got a swell idea about this mine of yours. What are you doing, Roy?
There are times when people like to be alone.
Well, I was only trying to help.
Positively alone.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Happy trails.